would you describe how crazy it is while that window's open? Which obviously has been longer for you than it has for other clubs.
Yeah, it is. It's an incredible experience because, you know, when as soon as it opens, you have all summer, and yet we all chase around and end up doing deals last minute. I think we got in by 2 minutes on one of our deals, I think. So it's madness, but it's what everybody loves, isn't it? The window shutting, but the difference that it makes in your phone is incredible. Tuesday and Wednesday was magnificent for me.
Even though you're vastly experienced at transfer windows, Gary, does anything really prepare you? I mean, does it take a lot
No, I don't think so. It does take a lot out of you. It takes a lot out of you for sure. A lot of time, dealing with agents, obviously, speaking to players, watching as well, clips and videos and records and checking up on people. It is unbelievably time consuming, but you have to do it. You have to make sure that the people that you're bringing in are the right characters and the right people and the right footballers for this club, and you know, it is a huge relief. The difference is all the agents go away on holiday now, and they get ready for sort of like December to start again ringing you. So you have a piece of quiet for about 2 months from them, and then they come back from the holidays and go again.
But it must be the balance between doing that and your homework and actually coaching the rest of the squad. How difficult is that to maintain?
It is. It is tough. It is tough. It's there's no denying that, especially. It's okay. Especially when, you know, we're not in League Two. You're not got the resources the other clubs have got in your championships, your premierships, where they've got so many scouts, chief scouts, reports, everything. So you have to do it though. It's as simple as that.
So are you happy now with everything that you have? Do you think it's been a successful?
I think it's been certainly a good window for us in terms of changing personnel, bringing in different players. I stated back in the summer, I think it was, that it will take 2 windows, maybe 3, before you get to exactly where you would want to be. But that changes obviously as over the course of the months, over the course of the season. The huge disappointment for us has obviously been the loss of Joe Riley for the season, and then the blow of Jamie Devitt the other night.
Is that going to be a lengthy period of that hamstring then?
Well, we're waiting on a scan report. He's had a scan today, so we're waiting on a scan report. But when he first did it and his immediate reaction, and then how he was after that, you're certainly going to be, he's not going to be back with us for a couple of weeks, that's for sure. But we'll know the extent of it once we get the report.
How else are you looking in terms of injuries? And what
I think the only one, Shay McCartan's come back and he's trained all week, so he's had close to, a good 7-8 days now of proper training. Zelly came through the other night, which was good, half an hour, and there's been no reaction to him, so he comes back into contention as well. And then the only other one is probably Adam Henley, who will join back in with the group on Monday.
And as for this weekend, the 2 latest players that came, spoke to Dylan Connolly and obviously Ote, are they really sensibly in contention to play?
Oh yeah, definitely. They've been brought in for the competition, and that's what I'm saying about the window. To be perfectly honest, Dylan popped up on the actual last day, whereas Remy, we were aware of that something might happen later on in the window when we first inquired about him, and then that proved the case.
With Remy, were you also looking at Ryan Edmondson? That was a name that you were linked with, who's been.
In terms of lists and names, there was you get loads on your list, and obviously with the relationship that we've built with Leeds following the successful loan of Powdy O'Connor. I think it's important that those, with the resources and the amount of players that Leeds have, that we were able to tap into that. I went and watched one of their games recently, and they've got some good young players, and we'd be stupid with how close they are not to tap into that.
Okay. Paul is obviously back now, isn't he?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you've been pleased with the impression he's made since coming back?
Yeah, definitely. We just spoke with him there and went through his clips from the other night, and the difference between his clips from Tuesday night to last Saturday are huge. And then it's just through game time. We've got quite a few at this moment in time that we're going to have to be patient with and just be selective in terms of who we use and when we use them, because like you say, they're just playing catch up a little bit with not having enough minutes at their previous clubs, or being injured in pre-season, as was the case in his.
Yeah, we were doing a show the other night on BBC Leeds, and some City fans were saying there's been 5 systems in 6 games at the time. So
5?
The only person that can answer that is you.
Yeah.
Are people seeing it incorrectly, or is that right? And if so, is it just that because you've had so many new players and you need to switch?
I think it's been a case of that. I'm trying to work out how many did you say?
Well, I was told 5.
5.
There's only you that can answer that, really.
I think we played 3, maybe 3.5, 4. 4. What have we done? Yeah, 4.
Okay.
Yeah, and these must at times in situations. I think we went away at Stevenage and we were playing 4-4-2, and we were getting overrun in midfield, and we just felt that by putting an extra body in there, we stopped that and got the win. What you have to do in this league is you have to be flexible and you have to be adaptable to certain situations, and I'm pleased that we felt that we've got the players that can adapt to that, and we did it in pre-season with them as well, so that if it did happen in season, it wouldn't present a problem for them. And so far the way they've gone about it, in an ideal world, I'd like to get settled with, like you say, players with minutes and game time, and getting the best players out on the pitch and getting them firing.
So overall, so far into the season, how pleased are you, or otherwise?
Yeah, no, listen, we played 6, haven't we? We've won 2, we've drawn 2, lost 2. If you had asked me, would I like more wins? Yeah, of course I would. Obviously, it's a human nature, isn't it? You want that, but it's 6 games in. We've got the bedding in process of the new boys coming in now, and I'm pleased with how they've gone about it today as well. And from our point of view, it can only improve now.
And finally, at Kickhale, Northampton, what are you expecting?
Yeah, they'll be organised, they'll be competitive. They had a good win last week against Plymouth. Watched that game, and so they'll be coming on the back of that with some confidence. But like I say, it's up to us now to really get going and put a stamp on our performances.
Do well, thanks.
Thank you.
Something fans like to do when they're sat talking is who would be your first 11. Is that something that it's possible to do nowadays with the amount of games?
I think so, and I think also with the window shutting, that you actually now know exactly where you stand, both incomings and outgoings, and like I say, the disappointment on Tuesday night was obviously losing Devs, because we brought him in because we saw him as a creator for us. But now it's close. It's getting everybody in, getting their minutes up to speed, and getting going on that.
You mentioned as being creative there.
Yes.
Is that part of the thing of bringing wingers in as well? Getting the balls into the strikers?
Definitely. We want to get balls out wide. We want to get balls into the box. We want to be creating and we want to be scoring goals. And at the moment, we've just been disrupted a little bit with 1 or 2 with injuries. Jordan Gibson played a couple, and then he got a bit of an injury. So, listen, people will say, "Oh, that's excuses." It's not excuses; it's facts. And the facts are that happens in football, and we have to get on with it and adapt accordingly.
Which is why you need a squad, so you
yeah,
can replace.
Definitely, yeah.
Cheers.
Get bogged down in talks of systems and formations and that. I mean, a lot of supporters will just say, "Play 4-4-2 and get on with it." But I mean, have you got in your head an ideal formation?
Yes.
Yes. So
yeah. I know where I want to get to. Initially at the start of the season, we looked at how we played in pre-season. In one or 2 of the games that we were behind closed doors with a diamond formation, and then obviously at Rochdale, and the number of chances that we created in those 2 games was frightening. It didn't quite happen for us in the 2 games. and then you know, we obviously then Doyle left, and so you then tinkering and. But like I say, now the window's shut and we know where we are in terms of bodies in and out. We can get it cracking properly.
Presumably the players will be happy once they know, as you say.
Yeah, definitely. No, exactly.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of obviously getting minutes, you mentioned Paulie. I mean, he was a signing that everyone was really pleased about. He's had to sort of bide his time as well, not just the injury, obviously, because the two centre-halves have done so well, haven't they?
Yes,
so.
Yeah, exactly. And that's there was no complaints from him. It was the competition is what we want. And like you say, he's had to bide his time, but the signs were, especially Tuesday, of him back to how he was at the back end of last season, and he'd be a big player for us for sure.
You can see the difference, can you, within those two performances?
Yeah, definitely. And that's it. You know, he looked rusty on Saturday at Crewe, and then on Tuesday at Bolton, I thought, you know, he really looked like back to how I know, because obviously it's the second time of signing him.
And a goal from a centre half as well.
And a goal, yeah, definitely from a corner as well, set play. So, you know, we spend a lot of time on him, and that's the first one this season. So there's more to come.
And without obviously saying the window's shut, obviously there's free agents still knocking
Yeah.
I mean, is that something you're keeping an eye on at all?
Yeah, I think you have to keep an eye on because obviously there might be somebody that you've missed that might be playing abroad that's come back into England that you've not been made aware of. But yeah, you keep an eye on it. But as much as we can now, you just, like you say, the concentration now is getting everybody fit and well, getting them up to speed with minutes, and having a right good go at this league now.
So I'm throwing that name at you for a few days. I mean, Chris Taylor, still on your radar?
No, he wouldn't be. I was led to believe he was possibly going to Scotland, but no, yeah.
And one last thing, being asked, the little flurry at the end of the Bolton game when Jermaine Anderson just had a little flick at their lad after he missed the penalty. Did you?
I just think Jermaine might have just said something about the way that the lad addressed the penalty and nothing more than that. You know, it was a great occasion for the whole of Bolton Wanderers Football Club, like I said, and you know, there was nothing in it. I think he might have just said something for just how the lad approached the penalty. Nothing. Well, yeah, there's nothing in that, but there we go.
Any more?
15 new players, Gary, I think in total have come in. How hard is it to integrate that number into the squad? Well,
it's always difficult integrating them, but that's the job, and that's what we do. The two new boys have arrived today, and straight away our lads who we've got in there are good lads, and they get on with it. And you know, it's just a case of just working out them building relationships with each other, you know, both on and off the pitch, and it shouldn't be a problem for us. It takes time for sure, like anything, but you know, the more time we spend together both on the pitch and in each other's company, the better it'll be for us.